Behind me you see the helicopter of the Utah National Guard as part of exercise Vigilant Guard. This exercise is simulating a large magnitude, 7 or 8 magnitude earthquake here in Utah along the Wasatch Front. Of course, with that type of an earthquake, there would be a lot of destruction, and certainly there would still be some real emergency needs, including this one, a transport of oxygen to Primary Children's Hospital. This is one of many different training sites throughout northern Utah that are part of this Vigilant Guard exercise that runs the 3rd through the 6th of November. There are other exercises going on, such as bridge building, as well as chemical release emergency response as well. It is a joint effort between the Utah Air and Army National Guard, as well as the Utah Division of Emergency Management, the Utah Division of Homeland Security, and of course first responders. I'm here with Major Jeremy Tannehill, who is the operations officer for the Utah Army National Guard's aviation. Well, welcome. You just did you fly in on this bird yourself?
Yeah, me and another pilot and some crew chiefs and flight medics.
So what were we simulating today?
We're simulating a transfer of oxygen from Davis County to Primary Children's, simulating that Primary Children's was low on oxygen, and we brought a bunch of tanks over for them.
Can you tell me a little more about Vigilant Guard and why it's so important?
You know, Vigilant Guard's a great exercise for us to practice all the procedures and policies that we have in place for mass emergency events or domestic operations such as a large-scale earthquake. And being in Utah, with the earthquakes as our highest risk factor, it's very good for us to practice these policies and procedures with those that will be helping us. For instance, Wyoming Army National Guard has 2 Blackhawks here, and they're in the play with us in aviation, and it's good to develop those relationships and those partnerships.
I'm here with Joe Loader, who is the Emergency Preparedness Coordinator for Primary Children's Hospital. So, Joe, tell me why this event is important, Vigilant Guard, and why it's important for you guys.
It's really important for us to give our staff and all the people at the hospital just a chance to practice emergency procedures and explore opportunities that they haven't had the chance to look at before, and interact with the Guard to see how we can develop those relationships and know where we might need to problem solve and what gaps we have. For example, just today with the Black Hawk coming in, we had previously thought we might be able to fly some of our newborn intensive care unit patients in this. However, we're learning that the cabin isn't heated, so with that, how fragile our patients are, the only really way we could transport them would be in an isolette where we can have some kind of temperature control for them.
Indeed. Tell me about some of the other challenges you've recognized. I understand one, we're landing on the grass down here. Is there a way that we could be landing on the helipad, or is there a reason we're here?
My understanding is the Black Hawk would be too heavy to land on our helipad, so we wanted to explore this as a landing site. It looked like it worked out really well, so we know that this is a viable option in the future. Potentially also in a real big disaster, we may use Mario Kopecki Drive, and it looks like that would also work out well for landing this helicopter there.
An interesting look inside at the Joint Information Center as well as the Emergency Operations Center here at the state capitol. It's Vigilant Guard, and inside you saw so many different agencies preparing to protect citizens of Utah in the event of a large magnitude earthquake. It's proof positive that your Utah National Guard is trained and ready to protect its citizens in the event of a major disaster. Reporting for Park City Television, I'm Joe Davis.